Hey guys, aerial photography back, and we are going to take this guy on its first flight. So we got everything set up, all the firmware updates, got the phone hooked up with the drone, and yeah, we did some practice flights, as you can see before with the little simulator. So yeah, we're going to take this guy out and run it through its paces on first flight. Alright, hey guys, so we got our drone just about ready, got the wings on, and we just opened up the app for the first time. And so we will be going through the app, showing you what it looks like and how to get this guy ready to fly. So here in the main menu of the app, we find the flight simulator here. We're going to click that and wait for it to load. So this is the flight simulator. It's just a view of what it looks like. This is just an example, and this is the first time I'll be doing it, so we can see here. Okay, so let's see, probably good call. We'll slide to take off, and the drone has to be on for this even though you are not using it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be connected. That's pretty cool.
Alright, so if you can see there, have a little graphic of it taking off, and then I believe I have control over it. So press the left stick up to raise the drone, and of course back down to lower it. Then we go alright, so left and right on the left stick rotates the drone, and that's how you control which way your camera's facing. After we do that, and then this one controls forward and backwards. And so whichever way the drone is facing, you press up on the right stick and it will go forward from whichever way it's facing. So it takes a little getting used to, but overall it's really not that hard on the simulator. You get used to it pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I don't know if the other drones, like the Uniques or the Chromas, have this kind of simulator, but this is actually pretty cool. So it's definitely one of the easiest drones to fly. So we're gonna finish the simulator, finish some firmware updates, and we'll come back with our first flight. All right, here we are outside, about to do our first flight. Just getting everything set up. There's some power lines here, but we're just gonna hover and kind of fly a little low. We're not going to do anything too crazy yet. So we're getting the app launched up here, and then we'll be back at takeoff. Okay, so here we are in the app. We're about to launch it. We've got 12 signals to the satellites, so we're good to go, safe to fly GPS. We've done the tutorials and everything. We're going to film our takeoff, so we're going to go ahead and switch to video and start recording. Alright, so let's go ahead and take off. So Kylie, you want to press the up button? So just press that button there, slide to take off, then move it. Oh, that's
You might need to
That's pretty cool. So it hovers at 4 feet. It's pretty loud, but it's not that bad actually.
No.
So let's move the camera around, see how that looks. Sweet. So you want to try to maybe do some little controls? So that looks like it's twisting back and forth. Try to maybe do some little controls. So that looks like it's twisting back and forth. Alright, so we're just about done with our first flight. As you can see, it's still hovering there. So we're going to go ahead and return to home by doing this. Turn to home and land. Slide to return. So right now it's going to... It's returning to home. Let's see where it goes. Okay. Alright, there we go. That was actually pretty smooth. So we're out here about to try out our manual flight. We already did the automatic takeoff, so it's time to try manual. So what you're supposed to do, what the manual says, is you take these two and you either point them both to the middle or both to the outside, and then you slowly raise this one up because that's the one that is going to give it some altitude. So we're going to go ahead and try this out.
Yeah. All right. So.
What just
Promising. Okay. So you both go in. Okay.
Okay, so there they're on. Oh, there we go. They did the... Hey guys, we just finished up our first flight with the DJI Phantom 3 Standard, and it was pretty awesome, actually.
Yep. It's as easy as everyone makes it sound. You know, you always think, oh, is it, you know, really going to be as easy as you watch people do it, and really the whole process is really streamlined. You don't have to worry about it that much, which is really nice.
Yeah, so we took off, as you can see in the footage we got. We took off, it just hovers, you click the button, it just hovers to 4 feet super nicely. And then it just stays there until you take control. And then the left stick controls up, down, and then the rotation of the drone. So like this way. And then the one on the right does your tilt, so forward, back, right, left. And so one thing we found is that it can get some getting used to flying, because, especially when you're facing towards yourself, because the controls always stay the same no matter which direction you're facing. So if you want to go forward, fit over your head, you're going to have to push like backwards. So it's kind of counterintuitive, but it's just going to take some getting used to.
Yeah, so, you know, don't, on your first flight, fly it somewhere easy, lots of space, you know, not a lot of wind, just so you can kind of get a hold of it. And then as you get better, you can start taking it places. You know, next we'll probably take it somewhere a little cooler, get some cool views, but, you know, definitely start off somewhere you're comfortable with.
Yeah, and then one thing is when you're flying it, I noticed that it's pretty easy to get distracted by the display on your phone, looking through the camera and trying to get cool painting shots, kind of messing around with that.
Yeah.
But you really want to watch the drone more than the screen, just because you can, the screen the camera isn't going to show what's right or left of it. So if you're looking at the screen, there's more potential to just run right into something because you're not paying attention to where it's going. So I think all of this is just going to get better as we get used to it. The camera seems super stable from the live feed. It only streams at, it doesn't stream at super high quality, it doesn't stream at 2.7K, quite a bit less than that. But it looked smooth. The up and down panning was really smooth. So we're happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, I think it all went well, and we're ready for the next flight. You know, battery is something that a lot of people talk about. We flew it down to, I think, 35% battery, and it was a good amount of flying time. Definitely, if you can, invest in a second battery, because you just fly it for twice as long. But, you know, 20 minutes, it really is only about 20 minutes, so definitely budget your time.
Yeah, but honestly, first flight, it didn't seem like, it seemed like we had more time than we had. Like every time I would look down at the phone, it would say like, oh, you have 10 minutes of flight time left, when I thought we'd been flying for 15 minutes already. So,
Yep.
Yeah, overall, we're really happy with it. And we'll come back on location to get some cool shots of some mountains and some cool houses and stuff like that. So, we are Aerial Photography. See you next time.
Great.